Hey everybody, welcome back to the Turf Tangent. I'm your host Sydney, and this is my co-host Kat, back from sickness.
I'm alive.
She's alive. I mean, I know the second episode wasn't much. It was quick. I was just trying to get it out. So this episode, I have a feeling is going to be a long one. We've been waiting. There's been so many fun things happening with the World Cup. Best World Cup by far to watch, unless I mean not maybe not from the US fans' perspective, but from like the game is insane.
Yeah.
If you listen to last episode, it was sponsored by Danielle Van de Donk's swimming cap. So who should be sponsoring today's episode?
The Post.
Yep, this this episode is sponsored by the right goalpost.
Woo.
I don't know what side it was on and what stadium,
It
but
was
that goal.
well, it depends like if you're like standing in the goal or if you're looking at
Well, it
the
was
goal.
like the left side, and I think we were
Right.
the. I think that's the home team side because we started on the other side. I'm pretty sure we were away.
Yeah.
So the away team's right goalpost. um Yeah, but we'll get into that later. I'm sure you all know exactly what we're talking about. Um, but yeah, let's start with Group A, shall we? So, Group A, we're going to start off with Switzerland, 0, New Zealand, 0. I really wanted to see New Zealand win this game
Yeah.
because I wanted them to make it through somehow. I mean, after the last game, it wasn't very optimistic for them, but I still wanted to see something happen, just like I wanted to see with the kind of the Canada Australia situation I talked about last episode. But what were your thoughts?
I I mean, as the host country, I would have liked to have seen them go into the knockout rounds, and like you could just tell how painful it was
Yeah,
to
it was
lose.
a
Like
real
obviously
heartbreaker.
it's painful for every team that gets knocked out, but like I think there's just difference since they were the host country.
Yeah, in this match, possession was pretty even. I think New Zealand was definitely better offensively. They had 12 shots, 3 on goal, and they've only conceded 1 goal the whole tournament, I'm pretty sure. And they like to put up that kind of stat and still go
Right.
home is
They
just
looked good.
crazy.
Yeah.
They did look good. I'm excited to see them in the future. I feel like they are where Australia was last World Cup, or maybe a little
Yeah.
bit behind. So I'm excited to see the next World Cup, see how they do. I think they're just going to get better and better with every single team, as you see with how this knockout stage is going to be set up.
Yep.
But yeah, moving on to Norway 6, Philippines nothing. The Norwegians did it. I know I talked a lot about Norway last episode because I was like, they need to come together. They were having issues. This is the performance Norway needed.
I didn't watch the game. I did see the scoreline though. I think it's
There
for
was
the
a hat
type of
trick.
team that
There was a hat trick.
it
You
wasn't
didn't
for the
watch.
player on my fantasy team.
You're right. Who's on your fantasy team?
uh, what's her name? It's the MJEDE, their captain, I
Oh,
believe.
Marin Milde or whatever. Plays for Chelsea.
Oh yeah,
Same with Girl
I
Ryden, who
suppose.
did get a penalty kick goal, but Howe got a hat trick. Um,
Gotcha.
but
Yeah.
continue.
Um. Yeah. I think they deserved the result. Like it, they should have beaten the Philippines by that much. So yeah, it
Yeah,
was
I
it was
mean,
good to see them get
they're
to the
back to where
knockout
they
round.
should
They didn't
be.
look good in the beginning,
I'm hoping the US can have that turnaround because I think
right?
there was a few teams that made their statement like very good they didn't have good starting games, but the last game they really showed up. And
Hmm.
we'll get into the other teams later. I'll bring it back up, but this was definitely a better showing. They're looking more like themselves. They're more comfortable. I know there was some criticism there was some media drama and their coach drama, but I'm glad that they got it all figured out. Moving on to Group B. Group B was just wow. Start off the third round of matches for group stage. Wow. Well, we'll start with the simple match. 0-0 Nigeria, Ireland. I think Ireland actually played really well in this game.
I think both teams played well. It was sad to see Ireland go home, but go
Yeah,
Nigeria.
Nigeria, like they were top of the group coming into this match. Obviously, they finished second in the group, but that's still crazy because they
Did I
weren't
see
expected.
a thing that they were the first African country to qualify for the knockout rounds? And then I think South Africa
Yeah,
qualified.
I'll say
So
technically they
like,
have to be at the same time because like obviously one happened 3 days before, but that's just because the scheduling.
no, I think it was like
But
as it happened, like at that time they were.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I think that could be true. I'm trying to think. I don't actually ever think there was another
I
African team to make
can't
it.
remember. But either way, props to both of them. But we'll get into
I
the
mean, I
South
think
Africa game later.
Nigeria, obviously, I think they might not have played as good against the Australia and the Canadas just because, like,
Hmm.
going into a big game like that, you have to show up. They probably weren't expecting as much as Ireland, maybe just, but like, nothing to be concerned about. They're obviously going
Right.
to some big games in the knockout. We'll talk about their draws in the round of 16 at the end because we're gonna go through the bracket kind of. So yeah, but going on to Australia versus Canada, I'll let you start on this one.
Oh gosh. I watched that game, right? Yeah, I think I did. My memory's bad. I'm trying to remember it. Australia
Four
Canada.
4-0 was the score line.
For Australia, right?
Yeah, Australia won
Oh
four
yeah,
nothing.
I do remember the game
I
now.
was it. We were
I do.
texting during
Kelly
this game.
Rasso had a brace in it,
Yeah.
right?
Haley Rasso
Yep.
had
Okay.
in the
Yep.
one they were considering was offsides. I mean,
Yep.
I just I'm I forget who it was like in the Fox booth or whatever after the game. They were talking to Karina LeBlanc who played for Canada,
Hmm.
and someone was like, it hurts less to know that they weren't in it at all.
Yeah, I did.
because they weren't
Yeah,
in it at all. They
she was
just
like, as a Canadian, it just hurts less to know that we weren't in it from the beginning.
yeah, like if they like we'll get into the South Africa Italy game later. Like Italy probably like that had to be awful, but we'll get into
Yeah.
that later. But I also just realized I didn't say who topped Group A, and it was Switzerland and then Norway. Just wanted to clarify, I just forgot. But Canada, I'm really sad because I know it's Sinclair's last tournament. She
Hmm.
took grass home.
She took grass.
Yeah, there was a thing where she was like, they asked her in an interview, they're like, why'd you pick up grass? And she was just like saying something like how this is like gonna, it's like her last tournament. She like wanted to like remember it. Like,
That's so cute. Did she like put it in a little jar?
I don't know. I saw the thing on Instagram. I didn't watch they cut off the coverage because they always put like my local news on.
Yeah. So dumb.
I would have paid for like something to have it like more like the full coverage.
Right?
But Sam Kerr didn't have to play for Australia. She was available, but she didn't have to play.
Yeah.
So will we see Sam Kerr in the round of 16? My my saying is yes.
I think she'll be fit enough to start their first
Yeah.
game. I don't know if they will start her because they've been doing great without her. I
Besides the
mean,
loss to Nigeria.
right, but like once they got their stuff together, they were
Well,
good.
they had multiple injuries in the second game, so I won't even like
Right.
talk about that. But honestly, I'm not sure if they need to either, but I think we'll see her coming off the bench at
Yeah,
least
100%.
because they're playing Denmark, so that could be either way. Like going
Mm.
on. Australia did end up topping the group with this result, and Nigeria was able to get second. So it was a close one though. It was 6 points to 5 points, and Canada got eliminated with 4 points.
It's tough.
Tough, yeah. Moving on to Group C. This is an interesting game, I would like to say the least. Japan 4,
Yes.
Spain nothing. I'm excited to talk about this one. I'll let you
Oh,
start.
me too. Okay. Well, we were just sending memes back and forth about it, which sums up the game. But Spain had, what was it, 73%
It was
possession.
77, I
Oh,
thought. It was
and then
23 for
they had
Japan.
400
Something
something
passes.
passes.
And
How
I think that
many?
was like in the opposing half, I'm pretty sure too.
Right. And how many shots on goal? Like 20? It was
And
some like
they didn't
high
even get
number.
one. I asked my brother, I said, if a team had 77 to 23 possession, what do you think the score of the game won? And he's like, oh, three or two goals to nothing. And I said, for what team? And he's like, the 77% possession. And I was like, Japan actually won 4
Yeah.
nothing with that. They're just like clinical in like they have their chances. They're effective.
They play a great counter-attacking soccer.
Yeah, like
It's
they're
phenomenal.
just. I mean, it's a threat, always a threat.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be that. I told you there was like I said last time. There's few teams I wouldn't want to win. We'll talk about it later because I can't even like the smile is already showing on my face because
Yeah.
Germany's out. But I mean it's sad that they're out, but like
We didn't want them to win.
yeah, I didn't want them to win. But anyway, that's just crazy stuff. I mean, there's not much more to talk about that because it was just that's just how the game was. It was
Right.
just I mean, Spain I think still gonna do pretty good. They just need to kind of clean it up a little bit. Okay, Zambia 3, Costa Rica 1. Zambia get their World Cup win that I thought they were gonna have. I thought they were actually gonna make it out of the group.
Yeah. It looks
Obviously,
promising.
it didn't happen. Actually, I don't think I had them getting out of the group. I think I had Japan, but I had them being close, like
Yeah.
because they upset Germany. But then I'm like, looking back, I think Germany was the issue. I don't really like. But anyway, continuing.
Moving on.
They had an early goal in the 3rd minute, and then Barbara Banda got a second goal. And if that name sounds familiar to you, it was because she had like the insane Olympics where she scored like all those goals against like the Netherlands, and she's like one of like that's Zambia's top like person goal scorer whatever on the team. So and then they got a goal in the 90+3 minute to seal the deal, and it was pretty even possession. Costa Rica I think played a good game, but Zambia was just better. They finished better. They had more offense. Did you watch the game?
Nope.
I figured. I was like, I could just tell when you don't have much to say. Okay, I'll let you start with this next one. Group D, you can start. You want to start with Denmark 2, Haiti nothing? Or did you? I have some
I
notes.
also didn't watch it. I saw something about Haiti and I forget what it was. No, I'm stressing because I don't know what it was.
That's
You
okay.
can start. You can start.
Well, this game I think was good for Denmark. Denmark's a team that's like on like the rise. They have like their one-ish big player like Harder, but they have a couple other players that are like good. But Harder got the early PK in the 21st minute, and then there was a goal scored in like the 10th minute of stoppage time to win 2-0. I mean, Haiti didn't win a game. Like they had 0 points, which kind of sucks, but I hope to see them in the next World Cup and I hope to see improvement as any team. But I think Denmark
That
can
was
clean it up.
that was like a compliment sandwich. You're like, I'd really love to see them, but they really need to improve.
I mean, the thing is, it's because CONCACAF's just like it's the competition and like South
Yeah.
American CONCACAF is just growing and like they do need to improve. Like they need to at least be scoring.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
They're not like even if they
At
lose, they
least
have to
come
be
away with a
scoring.
tie, like a
Yeah.
point somewhere.
Hmm. I mean, their group was a little tricky because China's not even a bad team. I'll get into
No, they're
that
not.
with the next game. I mean, with the
Yeah.
result against England, but I was gonna say something else, but I don't remember now. Um, I mean, oh, I was saying about Denmark. Um, I think they could possibly win the next game, but against Australia, because it's just how it goes. But I don't
Yeah.
see them making it past if they what is it, round 16 and then what, like
Quarters.
quarters. I
Yeah.
don't think they'll make it past quarters, but I think Denmark's going to be a team to watch for the future. I think they're going to steadily. I think it's going to take a little longer than like your New Zealand. I think New Zealand's going to grow faster, especially with the World Cup
Hmm.
being on their turf. But moving on to the next game, England 6, China 1. Would you like to start?
Um, did
Lauren,
we watch that game? Oh, yeah, I was just gonna say, I remember we were talking about it. Were we watching it together?
I think
Because we
so.
were texting during it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was at
But
work and I was watching it.
oh, that's right, because I texted you. Somebody had the sign that that Lauren James is better than Reese James.
Yeah, she didn't know that they were siblings.
My bad.
Well, I know because that's why she went to Chelsea because that's like
Yeah, that
Their
makes
club.
sense. That makes
But
sense.
England tops the group undefeated, 9 points. Denmark gets second place and 6 points. But Lauren James like had like 3 assists, 2 goals, and this is like she scored
Yeah.
last game
Contributed to
too.
every goal.
I mean, I just don't like golden ball loading.
Right.
Like, what
I
else
mean,
am I supposed to say to that?
we'll
I
see
mean,
how
there's
the
still
knockouts
obviously,
go, but like if she keeps up that pace of performance, I don't know why she wouldn't
yeah.
get
I
something
mean,
for it.
she got both like she has two like player of the matches.
Yeah.
Two on both only 2 games she started. I mean, this is the best part of it. Emma Hayes was doing commentary for I think BBC. She said, "I hope whichever club has this player signed her to a long-term contract. And if you don't get it, Lauren James plays for Chelsea. Emma Hayes is the manager for Chelsea. Obviously, they have her on a long-term deal, so she's just kind of poking fun at like, oh, like look how good our player is,
Right.
which I love to see. But I honestly didn't think China was bad in this game. They're really good. Like their passing in small spaces is
Hmm.
very good, which kind of surprised me. But I mean, I don't watch them that much, but I think a lot of those teams like
No,
Japan
China,
and China, they're really good close like
mhm,
possession like wise. They don't need the ball that much, but they can break out really
right.
easily.
No, China didn't look bad. England was just better.
England was one of those teams that they had okay first games, but they needed to score more. This is to show
Right.
that they can score. And
Right.
I think they did great. I have Australia, Sweden, and England as my favorites to win. The people I personally want to win, England, USA. I wouldn't mind the Netherlands and then Australia. But we could see England. I think it's a good chance as long as Australia can get past France, I think there's a good chance we could see England Australia semifinal game.
That would be fun. Well, you
That
sent
would
me
be
An England Netherlands, which would be the final, correct?
yeah.
That would be such an entertaining final.
The Lioness versus the Lioness. I don't think the Netherlands are making it that far without
I
meeting them.
don't think so either, but that would be fun.
That would be good. Okay, I guess we should move on to the next round. We're gonna have a long episode because I watched like most of these games this week, so I have everything. Um, Jamaica versus Brazil. I know you're probably gonna want to
Zero
talk about
zero.
this. Sends Marta home.
Yep. That was sad.
Wait, I skipped
I
a
mean,
group. I skipped our group. I just realized I skipped group E.
well,
Anyway,
I
we'll
mean,
keep talking about
do
group
we want to
F.
just, yeah,
Yeah,
we'll just
keep with
jump
group F
back.
and we'll go back to that. Honestly,
Well,
we can finish with
group
that
B is gonna
because
be the most like analytical group, so we'll just go
we're
through the
gonna
other
talk about group
ones.
E last. Sorry, I'm a little
Yeah.
mumbo jumbo today. Had
Jumbo
to throw that
jumbo.
out there. Mumbo jumbo.
Throwback
And
to episode 2.
the other word was lackluster.
Lackluster.
Today I'm just a big energy ball just because I worked out. But anyway, continuing Marta, Jamaica 0-0. Jamaica knew what they needed to do. They
Hmm.
just needed the tie. Brazil was better, I think, in the game. But like Brazil was the better team, I think, by far, at least stat wise. But Jamaica knew they just needed to hold the tie
Right.
and it sent them through.
Yeah.
But let's talk about Marta for a second.
A
Like
legend.
sync Marta. I just saw Minima posted something like a tribute to both of them. Like it was a picture of me, Sinclair and Marta together, and just like that is crazy. Like seeing these players that like we grew up on like retiring is kind of
Right.
crazy.
Yeah.
But it's insane. She'll probably retire, I guess, at the end of the club season. Do we think, or is that already in place? I don't know.
I don't think it is in place yet. No, it is in place. It is in place.
Okay, I didn't know. I just
I think I remember seeing Orlando post something about like this is Marta's last season.
yeah, that makes sense. But she's been like doing it for so long. I think she just like it's
Yeah.
just sometimes time. Like it's not like she's bad. She's still like great like now. But I think just
She's
after a
just
while,
getting
it's
up there
just
in
like
age, and
yeah,
I
it
think
just you can't sustain it as much. Ready
she's
to chill
ready to
out.
settle down with her dogs and like start a family.
She's gonna have like 10 dogs.
Yeah.
Oh
Instead of crazy
gosh.
cat person, she's gonna be a crazy dog person, but like chihuahuas.
Yeah. All chihuahuas. Anyway, Moving on to France, 6, Panama 3, 9 goals scored in this game.
Yeah. The Panama free kick.
Well,
Beautiful.
Panama,
In
if
like
you
the
look,
first minute too. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah,
It
it
was
was
just
very early.
glorious.
No, I'm saying like they had 3 shots on goal and they had 3 goals. But the thing is, one of them's a PK, one of them was a crazy free kick, and then just like so like that's like effectiveness to a point. But France obviously
Right.
dominated in possession. They could clean up a little bit of things, like they still led 3 goals. They could clean like fine tuning. I think France is looking good, to be honest. I
It's
mean, they struggled a little bit, but
it sounds like France is just sloppy in terms of tackles. If one goal is a penalty, or yeah, one goal's a PK and another one's a free kick.
yeah. Well, there was 3 PKs total in this game, 2 for France and 1 for
Jeez.
Panama. Dion, I don't know how to say it. Someone from France scored a hat trick, but 2 of them were penalty kicks. It's I don't know how to say. It's like
That's
it looks like Diana, but like it's like French, so like oh, baguette,
yeah.
croissant. Sorry, guys, I don't know any French.
Somebody help us speak French.
Ich spreche Deutsch. Ich spiele Fußball.
Mm.
Yo juego fútbol. I play soccer. I gotta figure out what it is in French, I guess, too. Anyway,
I'll Google Translate, but I probably won't be able to say it.
yeah, no. But anyway, I'll continue talking while you do that. So France, I think, could fine tune. I honestly think that Australia could beat France again if they meet up, but like we'll get into that later. But they just need to clean it up. I think they're a little sloppy. I think the team they're playing as a team, but I think like there's still moments they play like individuals. Moving on to group.
I have no idea how to say this.
Okay.
Já joue au football.
Jaju?
Já joue. Or já joue. I don't really know.
Welcome to our French lesson.
All of our
Wait.
international listeners, help us out.
Jaju à foot.
Já joue ma foot.
Jaju à foot.
It sounds like Zaboomafoo. You know, like that show?
No.
What?
Bro, I don't know what you're talking about.
Is this show with the little lemur?
Mm.
Zaboomafoo? You don't know Zaboomafoo?
Yes, spiller fodbold. Jeg spiller fodbold. Danish.
Ah.
See. Oui, oui. Anyway, let me move on from my bad accents and speaking of French, sorry. Group G, Sweden finishes off with a perfect record. Oh, I also keep forgetting saying who tops each group. Like France topped the group, Jamaica finished second. Let's see. Sweden finished off the group. They had 2 later goals in the game, which at first I didn't watch this one. I watched the highlights though, but I was a little confused. Like when I first saw the score line, and I was like, oh, like it was only 2-0, and they scored later goals. But I realized they were resting most of their players.
Yeah.
It was a pretty evenly possession game, but Sweden had more. I think it was like 60% possession, so they like were over by a little bit. But I mean, to still do that in the World Cup with like your subs is so good.
Right.
I think Sweden is the team to beat. I'm scared, but we'll get into that later.
I'm scared too.
I mean, I don't know. We just somehow like turn on some like vengeance thing when we play Sweden. That it's like,
yeah.
I mean, the 2015 World Cup, we also didn't have 2 good games, and I don't think it wasn't as much criticized because not as many people watched it.
I'm not gonna lie. Megan Klingenberg saved that 2015 game, and we don't have a good left back right now.
Kelly O'Hara. We'll get into that later.
You could
because
put her there, yeah.
I think Kelly O'Hara should be starting right now. The way she basically is like the captain.
Right.
Alex Morgan. Okay, we'll get into that later. I have so much to say about that.
Go on, move on.
Anyway, this is the game that I really want to talk about. This was probably the most fun to watch in this stage. South Africa wins to advance. They finish second in the group. They get an early own goal. So they were down, and then after being down 1-0, they score another goal, and then Italy ties it up, like it's 2-1. Italy ties it like 10 minutes later. They end up
Mhm.
scoring the game-winning goal in the second minute of stoppage time, and like it was a heartbreaker for Italy because I honestly thought they were making it through. I think the world thought they were making it through. South Africa, I
Yeah.
love to see that too, though. It's just the most surprising World Cup. Like we don't know what's happening. Like
Right.
this next group, I honestly didn't know what was happening the whole time, but South Africa gets second in the group with Sweden finishing at the top.
Yeah.
Okay. Group H. Madness. Pure madness. Morocco
Insanity.
Morocco wins 1-0, which was surprising because they like didn't really do much in the earlier parts of the
Right.
tournament. Because Colombia just beat Germany and Morocco beats Colombia.
Can we appreciate Caicedo on Colombia?
Yeah. Colombia is just like a
Magician.
hidden gem of Colombia.
A team you would not expect to be going out of their group. I mean, like, what's the word I'm looking for? In their group, I would have picked them to
They
go out.
topped
I
the
don't remember
group.
if I did. Yeah, but like,
Like they
I would
topped it.
not
They
have
didn't
picked
just
them to be
make it.
as successful as they were.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing. I said in the beginning of the tournament, there's not a good gauge on like where teams are because of
Right.
their past World Cups because it's growing so fast. The game is changing so fast, which is so good for it. But this is definitely like that's what I'm saying. It's the most surprising to watch. But moving on to the second game because I can't talk about the first game without talking about the second game here. South Korea ties Germany, which means Germany gets eliminated. They scored like in the 6th minute, I think. So they got that early goal, like surprise Germany. Pop starts to lead a comeback, scores a header goal right before halftime, but it wasn't enough to win. And with Morocco's win, if Colombia would have won, I'm pretty sure Germany would have gone through. But I don't think
Morocco won.
but Morocco won. So Germany obviously didn't know like at the time, and then they like, and
Right.
I think they found. I mean, obviously they probably did like someone probably because they were like very disappointed after the
Somebody
game,
had to
but
know. Yeah.
yeah, but they just like they were sent home. Pop got the player of the match. The picture it reminds me of Kai Havertz when he got the thing. It's like the same picture, but she's sad.
I
Um,
think the best part is that they made her take a selfie with it too, and she's just like,
it's part of the game. Like it just
yeah,
sucks.
it's unfortunate.
They had 70% possession, but they just like couldn't put it together. They were missing something at this tournament. I don't know what they were missing. Like they just didn't have like
And they
they
don't
just weren't
have key players out injured right now, do they?
not really. They just lackluster. I don't know. They just weren't the Germany we're used to seeing.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was coaching or something, but um
wasn't there?
we would like to pay our condolences to the koala getting sent home. Germany's koala is
Koala.
now getting sent home.
Yeah, that's so sad.
But yeah, so that means Colombia tops the group, and with Morocco's win, they get second over Germany. And looking at the like standings for the group, it was 6.6 points, 4 points, 1 point. Like, see, in Group G, Jamaica made it through with 4 points. But
Crazy.
it's just how it works. It's just
This
how
is
the
why we
game
love the
works.
World Cup.
Crazy. Um, okay, so I guess we can move on to the
Final
Group E. Let's talk about the other match before we get into them. Netherlands.
Yes. Yep.
Netherlands wins.
7-0.
Yeah, against Vietnam. They did what the US should have done the first
Yep.
game.
Yep.
That's what
It was 5-0 going into the half.
yeah, and then they kind of rested, pulled back a
Yeah.
little bit. Like it's how it is. But like that's what the US should have done when they came out. We shouldn't have won like 3-0. We should have won 7-0.
The Netherlands knows what they're doing right now. And even
Yeah,
without Miedema, like they look really good.
yeah. Vanderdonk is just making me laugh. I like her as a player. Obviously, I didn't like that. I mean, she's a little feisty against our own players. Not a big fan of, but She's just such a funny person. I don't know, like just like the videos I
The
see are just
shirt. Yeah.
the shirt that she was wearing. A fan gave it to her. It was like the picture of her swimming. But yeah, moving up, like the Netherlands topped their group at that because the US tied
Yeah.
Portugal 0-0. We should be sent home. We should have been sent home if it
We should
wasn't
be
for the
home, but
post.
the post decided to save the ball, which is fine. I'm gonna
Portugal
thank
played
the post. I'm gonna worship the post, but Portugal deserved to go through.
we're playing like individuals. It's literally, I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure it's just coaching at this point. There's been questions about the mentality. Carly Lloyd had some comments, which is like, I think they were valid. Like I don't
They
know,
were a
maybe
little strong.
they were a little strong, but they were like a little valid because
Right.
everyone seemed to agree with it. But I mean,
Carly
maybe you
Lloyd
shouldn't.
said what we were all thinking.
The dance, see, there was like two parts of it. Like going to take pictures with the fans, I think is
Right.
fine. Like
That's
Kelly,
fine.
Trinity, whatever. But like when like the video of Rapino and then like dancing and stuff after,
Right.
like obviously it made it through, but they just played one of the worst games I've ever
Yeah.
seen.
And I mean, you sent me a video of Heather O'Reilly commenting on it. I saw a video of Ali Krieger commenting on it. And it just seems like all these past players they agree with Carly, but they're like, her comments are a little harsh. Like,
It's noise. It's noise.
yeah. Yeah. So I agree that maybe the dancing wasn't appropriate, but at the same time they are going through. They do deserve to celebrate that they made it out. Even if they
Yeah.
barely made it out. It's still a celebratory thing, especially for these young players. And
Yeah. Still
it's their
making it through.
experience.
But
Yeah.
honestly, like if you look at all the like teams, like obviously people are mad because like we did our worst group performance ever, but like it shows how much the game's changing because
Right.
teams that are out: Germany, second place FIFA rankings; Canada, seventh place FIFA rankings; Brazil, eighth; China, 14th; Italy, 16th; Korea, 17th. Five top 20 teams out. Morocco's in, South Africa's in, Jamaica's in, Nigeria's in, and they're all 40 or below.
Yeah.
So it shows that FIFA rankings don't really do good. Obviously, the world's catching up.
Right.
Um, so I I think we could win, but my prediction's like a 2-0, 3-0 game for
I
Sweden.
think we need to turn it around. Like
See, I
whatever
think it's
happened in
still
Portugal, it
doable.
was I mean, against Sweden, like playing like we did against Portugal.
Not against, but we just seem to do better. I think coaching Vlatko should just be going home. They should have just sent him home mid-tournament.
Kelly can be the coach. She seems to be doing more than him at this point.
Yeah, Kelly was like when she was the one yelling at the players at the end, like being like not yelling, but like like hyping up the
Yeah.
team. Like she was the one going to like tell Roosevelt like, I know how you did so good. Like I know how much pressure's on you. Like that kind of stuff.
Right.
Like that's captain material. I mean, Lindsay Horan's obviously captain material too, but I think Kelly O'Hara deserves it more than Alex Morgan
No,
does. Alex Morgan
yeah.
did nothing. But the thing is, you can't even take Alex Morgan out because
Because there's no other striker.
your backup striker is scoring like 3 goals in the NWSL. Who is that? Ashley Hatch? Okay.
What? Never heard of her?
Never
It's
heard
not
of
like she
her.
was in your squad in the camp before the World
Like she
Cup.
was scoring too.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. There's a lot I don't understand. Flacco, you're driving me crazy. Anyway, Roosevelt can't even play next match because she has 2 yellow cards,
Yep.
which sucks because we really need her against Sweden. But
I'm not gonna
I
lie. Savannah DeMello has looked really good though.
yeah, I do
Like,
agree, but she got taught she wasn't physical enough in the Netherlands game.
oh yeah, I agree. She was on the ground a lot.
So we'll see how that goes. And people were criticizing like Andy Sullivan in the midfield a lot, but the thing is, like, I think it's just the way we're playing. It's just not meant for a
Not working.
defensive mid. It's just
Yeah.
we need to fix something. I don't know.
I think our solution is
We need to
I
fix
like
Flacco needs to change it up.
I like the 4-3-3. I don't like the players in the back right now. I think you need to slide Julie back into midfield to regain possession in midfield.
But if we
You
do that,
have
you need to
you
have someone in the back line
right,
like
right,
Kelly O'Hara.
right. He brought what 5 center backs, pretty much. Like I count Emily Fox as a center back.
Yeah. See, I think you don't even need a center back. Like you can put Cook and Gurma as a center back,
Right, that's what I'm
and you can
saying.
just put O'Hara on the right, and
And
put wait, yeah, Dunn needs to
done.
be out.
Yeah.
So
She has not looked good all tournament.
who's playing in the right
I
now?
mean, you could shift
Isn't
Fox
Fox?
over.
That's what I'm saying. Fox is. I mean, Kelly O'Hara he also played left, but I think
Right.
Fox is newer, and she's in several games she's played both. So I think why not just put her on the left,
Right.
put O'Hara on the right. That's your veteran, like
And
your
Cook
lead,
and
like
Gurma in the center.
that's the voice of the back line. It can be O'Hara.
Right.
Put Julian in the defensive. Andy
Mhm.
Sullivan could be a sub, or you could put her up offensively. Honestly, she's
Right. I
good
mean,
at offensively. Sullivan also has played center back. She has played for the Spirit at center back.
I mean, I think if you're worried about DeMello being in center back, or not in center back, in midfield, not being physical enough, put Sullivan in for her.
That's what I'm saying. Put her up on the top, and then they sub in.
So your midfield would be Ertz, Haran, Sullivan, and then leave the top.
So you're back.
I didn't like Lynn Williams starting over Trinity Rodman, unless that was an injury-based thing. Lynn Williams didn't do anything.
Here is the lineup of all lineups. Nair in goal, O'Hara on the right, Fox on the left, Gurma, Cook, Julia Ertz, defensive mid, Sullivan, Haran, Rodman.
Yep.
Smith has to play up top. Morgan,
I agree.
It could be anyone but Morgan. I honestly don't even care who it is. Anyone but Morgan.
Overrated.
I think Morgan needs to be on the bench.
Yeah, she's not. If she was any other player in that, like, I thought Rodman was having a phenomenal tournament.
Honestly, I think we could put Rodman up top. I honestly don't think it matters the order of the front three. These are the people that need to be in.
They kind of switch anyways as they run.
Mm-hmm.
I'm catching Alex hanging out on that left side a lot more than central. So like,
which really makes no sense because she should be playing the central, because that's what she's supposed to be playing.
Right. But
so
I don't know.
I don't even know. I don't even know. But what was I saying?
Who would be the left wing? Who would be the left wing?
Well, I don't know. I'm thinking about this because I don't think I want to put Williams with them all three at the same time to start.
We have Sanchez though, don't we?
Oh my God. But Sanchez is a center midfield.
Single minute.
Sanchez isn't. I think we could switch Sanchez with Sullivan for that starting. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, so Sullivan could come in as a sub, but I feel like he likes DeMello too much for some reason. But like she's been playing good, but I think we need a little more physicality against Sweden. So that's why we need someone. I think Sanchez is feisty. Put her in the mid to start. That gives some energy. I think that's a good replacement for Lavelle. So then up top we have Rodman and Smith are definitely the first two good.
I like those two to stay. They didn't have a good game last time out. I mean, Rodman only played like 10 minutes, but like overall in the tournament, those two look the best on the team.
Gosh,
they seem to be the most consistent.
I'm trying to think who else. Like, I don't want to put Williams there. I don't want to put Morgan up there because, like, I'm not gonna start Thompson either. This is a problem. This is why why didn't we bring Ashley Hatch? Because Ashley Hatch in the middle of that would have been perfect.
Right.
Fine, I guess Alex Morgan's starting.
This is the problem. There's no one to replace her. And I think she's held to a golden standard and she can kind of do whatever she wants because she knows that no one can replace her. Because they don't have anyone to
Ashley Hatch could have replaced her. I would have.
No. I'm talking about like where we're at right now in the tournament.
Yeah.
If she doesn't do good, she can't be benched because there's no substitute for her. And she's playing the full 90 too, which is bothering me.
I don't even know what she did last game. I haven't seen one Alex Morgan thing this whole tournament.
Okay. The thing that bothered me the last game is when she tried to dribble around the goalie. Why? And then when she dribbled around the goalie and was practically even with the goalpost, decided that that was the perfect opportunity to shoot it. Meanwhile, whoever was the trailing run was wide open.
I have a solution, but I'll let you continue.
No, that's all. That's all. I was just
It was very
at that
interesting.
exact moment.
It was an interesting choice. Okay, hear me out. Put Sullivan as a center back.
Oh no.
Put someone else on the right back. Move Kelly back up top where she played in college.
For Stanford.
For
yeah,
Stanford.
Go Cards.
And then put Rodman in the top, O'Hara on the right up
Sonnet.
top.
We have Sonnet. Sonnet's right back. Sonnet can slide into right back.
Sonnet plays as the right back instead. Morgan's out. You have O'Hara up top leading the front line.
We saw how O'Hara did in 2015 when she was asked to play forward.
She was a winger though. She was a wing still. She was wing?
I thought they moved her up for
I don't think she was
a quick
center
second.
forward. They might have for a quick second, but she scored that crazy the goal that I mean the goal in the semifinals
against Germany. Yeah.
She was I believe she was a right winger at the time. But there's a possible, I mean, that's obviously never gonna happen.
That's
but
crazy, but that could work. Hey, you're stuck. You're it's a solution.
I saw a comment that was like Kelly O'Hara would run through a brick wall for her country to win. And I was like, that's so true.
It is true.
I wear my Kelly O'Hara jersey with pride.
I want one so bad.
I ordered a Rose Lavelle jersey and an Andy Sullivan jersey.
That's smart. That's smart.
Because I wear number 17 at college.
Oh, we forgot Rapinoe. We forgot about her.
I didn't even bring her up. I just didn't even want to.
Did you see her shot?
Bro.
The one that just kind of flew up 2 feet in the air.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it was great.
Oh gosh.
I saw a thing. I think I sent it to you. It's me trying to shoot my shot.
You did send me that. But anyway, I feel like there's we'll see how the lineup is. I mean, I'm having a little party at 5 a.m. on Sunday. More than welcome to come.
I have work at 7:30, so I'm kind of happy that the game's 5 a.m. because then I can get up and get ready for work.
I'm having people stay over the night before to watch the 10 p.m. game, and then we're just gonna sleep and then wake up bright and early and have. I don't know what to serve at a party at 5 a.m, but I was thinking
pancakes.
I was thinking that, but that's so hard to make. So I was like, what's easy? Just a big box of French toast sticks.
Ah, that's
smart. And it's like mozzarella sticks equivalent, but breakfast.
It is.
I can put syrup in the middle instead of marinara.
Perfect. You could also just do
maybe turkey bacon on the side.
Just throw
waffles are also hard though.
Oh, in the toaster.
Toaster waffles.
Just grab a box and then whoever wants waffles.
But that'd be hard, constantly moving in and out. I just because I could just oven. And I was thinking just making a big thing of turkey bacon.
Because that can go in the oven too.
I love turkey bacon.
I do too. Have you tried bacon with syrup?
I do that already.
It's so good. The perfect proportion of salty and sweet.
I know. I was gonna say I already do that.
That's good. That's good. If you're not eating your bacon that way,
I hide it though, because no one does that.
Right. But
you just kind of have to pretend that you accidentally mix them on your plate.
Oops! I accidentally poured my syrup onto my bacon.
How do you like your bacon? Crispy or more flabby? I like crisp edges.
I like it a little softer.
Me too. Oh my god! No one's ever done I never had
a bacon party.
No, for real. I like the crisp edges, but I like it soft in the middle. I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't like biting and it be
It shouldn't be beef jerky.
No, the problem is when people overcook it, it crumbles and it tastes like
I'm eating
ashes,
yes,
like a burnt stick.
My dad likes the crunchy ones.
That's such every time he makes
bacon, it's just crunchy. And I'm like, why can't I? We have the nice chewy bacon that's got a nice little crisp on it, not crunchy, crispy.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. Anyway, this episode's gonna be so
back
long.
on topic.
Anyway, I hope you guys. We can have a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
So I'll go into the bracket. We'll talk about the new bracket. Well, let's do a little check-in, everybody. We're gonna check into the Turf Tangent Bracket Challenge.
I don't think anyone joined the fantasy league, in all honesty.
I honestly forgot to do it myself, so
I'm gonna
we were
check.
we were a little late on the thing, but
Yeah,
that
that's
was kind of
true.
my bad, but still there's still opportunity to win the gift card. So there was a like a decent there was still I think like maybe like 10 or so people who joined. So that was good, but the bracket is completely different from what like I thought it was gonna be. Like none of the matchups are even the same. So now it kind of messes up everything else I have because I obviously don't think the US is gonna win.
Yeah.
And because now they're in the harder group, and I obviously the Netherlands, I think getting out early, it just changes everything. So I wish I
Mhm.
could do the bracket challenge now. Like, you know what I mean?
Right. Has Wendy Bernard not been playing?
She played the other day. She got a header goal.
Well, she got 0 points last game. That's why I'm.
She might not have played last game.
Yeah, it's possible. I gotta fix this up. I got a ton of Italians on my team.
Oh
How
no.
did Trinity Rodman get 1 point?
Oh,
What?
the second chance bracket is open, so we can also open that up.
Oh, beautiful. I think we need that. I think we need help.
Oh, our bracket's actually in the lead.
Is it really? Let's
And then
go.
followed by you're actually like in last. There's actually
Me?
there's someone behind you with 0 points. So I don't know if that means they didn't fill out their bracket. Yeah, they
Me
just didn't.
personally, like my personal bracket is last.
Your personal bracket is there's someone's bracket who's in the contest but didn't fill out their bracket or didn't save,
Scrap them.
but yours is in last. Ours is in first with 810 points. My cousin Aiden's is in second with 730. Mine's in third with 680. Or my friend Aurora's is in 580. Then go down a little bit, and then there's you 430.
I'm a whole 400 away from the
Yeah,
winning bracket.
from our bracket. But if we win, it's not the $10 gift card's not gonna go for us, and it's just gonna go second and third.
What? I totally wanted the $10 gift card.
I got group D right correctly. I got group well, no, the turf tangent, we got group C and group D completely correct. We didn't get any of group H. We got half of group E right, and we only got one of group A and B.
I must have gotten everything wrong on
uh,
my
uh,
personal bracket, except for like teams that got out.
anyway, go play the second chance bracket. We'll put something out about there. Let's move into what the bracket looks like now, the matchups, and we'll just give a little preview because this episode's gonna be really long, but I'm having a lot of fun. So that's what this is about.
Yes.
If you're listening, you're listening. And we appreciate you.
We salute you.
Got my army shirt on today, actually.
Oh, beautiful.
I had to do push-ups for this.
At the
Okay,
school.
so no.
Oh.
Well, that's not what this shirt's from. This is from the Hall of Fame game when the Ravens played it. I have a backpack from the Coast Guard and a hat from the Coast Guard from doing push-ups at school.
Did you
See
do the
you.
pull-up bar too?
I did the pull-up bar at a Ravens game, and I have Marine shirt.
Dude, my brother did the pull-up bar at school.
I have so many. I
No,
have
no,
Coast
it's
Guard, Marines,
it's so
Army.
funny. My brother did the pull-up bar and got like some insane number, and then they started recruiting him like on the spot. And he's like, I don't want to join the Marines.
That's so funny.
It was
Anyway,
great.
moving on to the bracket. So Switzerland plays Spain. I have Spain going through there. Switzerland just I don't think they were okay, but I don't think they were good enough. They
Yeah.
they were in a weaker group, I would say. Netherlands, South Africa, I have Netherlands going through. Japan, Norway. I want Norway to win so bad, but I think I have to go
I
with
think
Japan.
Japan, yeah.
I think we're gonna have the same picks for all of these. Sweden, US, I think Sweden's gonna win. Want the US to win.
Yeah.
I honestly just want to say Sweden's gonna win like 3-0 just so we actually win, but England, Nigeria. England's winning that one.
Yep.
Sorry, I think there's some like problem with the headphones. Sorry if you heard that awful noise.
I did hear that.
Colombia, Jamaica.
I think Colombia's gonna win.
I would say Colombia too. That's a good match. I think it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Australia, Denmark's also gonna be good. Australia, I have going through.
I think Australia's gonna win that.
France, Morocco.
Should be France.
Yeah. We could technically make a second chance bracket now, but I'm not going to because just
You'll have to
because
send me the
time.
link for that.
Yeah. Well, I think it like when you go to the bracket challenge, it's like second chance brackets open August 3rd. It's like it just like when you pull up the page, but you guys should all try to go do that. There was something else I wanted to talk about, but I don't remember.
I hope the refereeing is better in the next round.
Oh yeah, I did talk about the referees a little bit.
I assumed you probably said some stuff because I know the previous round had a lot of penalty kicks and VAR checks. So
Also,
I
I
was on
figured
last
out.
time,
I
so I
also
would have
figured out.
said
Remember how you thought the first World Cup was in like China? Like
that was
it,
actually the first time they played a game. My bad.
it was the FIFA Women's Invitational Tournament. It wasn't the World Cup.
But it was 1985.
1988.
Oh, 1985, I think, was the first US game that they had, or like when the
Yeah.
team was made or whatever.
Okay,
But there was another thing before the
that was
first
the
World Cup.
tournament, but it wasn't exactly 4 years because it was like the.
Right, it wasn't actually like a real.
I don't know how to say
FIFA.
what's the word that's like predecessor.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the word. I don't know. I knew what it was, but I don't know how
A
to say it.
predecessor of the World Cup.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's what it was. Yeah. So um I'm just gonna cut this little weird part out.
That's or leave it. I think everyone will enjoy it.
Just me going.
It's like a little song.
Us just wrapping up so slow because we don't know what else there is to talk about.
I'm gonna fall asleep right here. I'm so comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, in my closet.
You know what we could do to test our trivia knowledge?
Oh
Okay,
boy.
guys, we're gonna do a little fun segment to end it. If you actually want to hear soccer stuff, then like just the games and stuff, then you probably could start listening. If you just want to hear some trivia stuff, let's hang around. We're right here and we're just chilling, having some fun. We should like live stream these.
I agree. Or do like the YouTube uploads or the TikToks.
Yeah. Okay. 2023 Women's World Cup quiz. I'm gonna share my screen with you.
Okay. I'm ready.
There's gonna be a pop-up when my iTunes decides that it needs to have me type in my password, but okay.
We have 6 minutes. What do we?
Oh my god. Can you name this quiz is can you
that
name every
qualified?
nation
Okay.
that qualified?
All right. So let's start easy. US. Yep. Germany.
I just literally typed in United
Is that
States and it
Tobin
went in.
Heath? Oh no, it's Alex Morgan. France. Yeah, Haiti works.
Sorry, Haiti, France.
Nigeria.
Sorry, I'm thinking of all the teams. I just made the score sheets. See, here's the thing.
Oh. We're on a time limit. Hurry.
Yeah. Did you just say we just typed in France, right?
Nigeria,
Yeah, France.
Nigeria. Colombia, Jamaica, yeah.
I don't know how to spell Jamaica.
Canada.
Oh.
Costa Rica. Panama. Spain.
I've gotten a lot better at spelling countries.
That's good. We
We're like
gotta
halfway.
remember
We're
how to
like halfway
spell
there.
Jamaica. South
I did.
Africa.
I already did that.
Morocco.
I think of one right before you say it every time. Morocco. Morocco. I wrote Morocco down. We're officially
Yeah, instruments.
we're officially halfway.
Italy.
Um.
Denmark. Netherlands.
Oh, Laura.
Ireland.
Yeah. But we
Korea.
just talked about all these teams.
China.
South Japan.
Yeah. That's the other one. I was just gonna let you get to it first. All right.
Oh, these are in the groups. Look how they're in the
Oh,
groups.
that's so nice.
So convenient. We forgot Portugal.
Oh, we
And
did.
I spelled Portugal wrong. Actually, I just typed in the wrong letter.
And
Portugal. Vietnam.
yeah. And Philippines.
Switzerland. Stupid thing. I have to X this out like every 5 minutes. What was I just saying?
Philippines, yeah. For anyone who doesn't know what we're doing, we have to guess all the teams that qualified, and there's what, like a 6-minute timer? 7-minute timer?
I don't know how to spell Philippines.
Phii. And I think it's
You
Philippines.
said Phii.
My bad.
Philippines.
We're gonna lose because we don't know how to spell Philippines. Okay. We'll come back to it maybe. Because we know that we know it. French, Jamaica, Panama.
Argentina.
Yes. Brazil.
I was like, who else is in that group?
Who else is in with
Who topped
Italy
the
and
group of
Argentina?
Italy? It literally is like Sweden.
Oh my god. Okay, the only one we're missing then is the Philippines.
Bro, I can't
I'll
spell
Google how
the
to spell it. I'll Google how
Philippines.
to spell it. Nobody judge us for not knowing how to spell the Philippines. Okay, ready? PHIL.
Yeah. Yeah, I got that.
I
I.
PP
Yeah.
INES.
It was the double P.
There we
77 is the
go.
average score. We did it in 2 minutes and 4 seconds.
And we got
Sorry
100.
for you guys listening. Just had to hear all this mumbo jumbo. I wanted to find like a good quiz. What do you know about the past 24 hours?
Oh, this will be good.
Where's the thing?
Oh, Women's World Cup group and schedule. No, maybe you just click on the picture.
I don't know.
Football Victoria.
I need like a BuzzFeed quiz, like what soccer player I
Right.
am.
Oh, we can take one.
Here's a world ultimate
one question.
school details.
Oh, this is sketchy. School suburb. We don't live in Australia. Your mom. Your dad. Sydney.
Which Matilda's player finished 3rd place? This is obviously Sam Kerr in the Balloon d'Or. Balloon d'Or for the 2nd consecutive year.
Yeah,
the one and only Chelsea legend Sammy K. Which country was Matilda's head coach Tony Gustafsson born in? I'm gonna say Iceland.
Yeah, I'll go with Iceland.
How do you know if it's right? It doesn't tell you. What country will Australia play against their first group stage match? They obviously played against the one, the only
Republic of Ireland.
Yeah, that was a match. Which country won the last Women's World Cup? United States. Which country is Australia co-hosting the FIFA World? New Zealand is their co-host.
Yeah.
The 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup makes history as it becomes the first Women's World Cup too.
It's the first country to be held in the Southern Hemisphere.
Are we sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Except maybe Africa.
I didn't think it was the one. I thought it was the first one that had.
No, I swear I saw that somewhere. I don't
Maybe
think
it
it's the first
is.
one to be July and August.
I don't know. It always
That's
finishes
the
in
only other
July.
one I would think. Right. So like
How
it's in
many
July.
FIFA Women's Cup games will be played in Melbourne? I think it's 3 or 2.
That's all you. I got no idea.
I think it's 3. Because Melbourne's on the east coast of Australia.
What's up? I'm filming a podcast.
I hope everyone enjoys that.
I'm in my closet. Okay.
Anyway, sorry for that, everybody.
My bad.
Matilda's captain Sam Kerr has a unique celebration. What is it?
The backflip.
Yeah, the corner flag boxing bag.
Yes.
Question 9. Which FIFA Women's World Cup team broke scoring record, beating Latvia 20-0 in FIFA Women's World Cup qualifiers? I believe that was England.
Yeah, it's England, I think.
Which FIFA World Cup mascot Tazani is what type of animal? I believe it is a
It's
kiwi
a
bird.
kiwi bird.
Oh. It is Southern Hemisphere. I think we got them all right.
Hey,
Oh,
penguin.
that does not
A
look like a
penguin?
penguin. Bro, that was not a penguin. We got the mascot one
Oh,
wrong.
we got 6 wrong too for the Melbourne. It's
Oh,
6
wow.
instead of 3.
Well, I was wrong.
Everything
Anyway.
else is right though. Look at us
Okay,
go.
anyway, we're gonna end with that. That was kind of in place of our trivia because unprepared. I don't know how to stop sharing my screen. Okay, everyone, go fill out the second chance bracket. I hope you enjoyed listening, and we'll catch you on the flippity flip. Sorry, that was really bad. See you guys next episode. We'll be talking about all the knockout stage games.
See?
Adios.
Adios.